Alright, what's up everyone? It's Aztec 101 and this is going to be a post-fight video. It's a late post-fight video for Richardson Hitchins versus Gustavo Lemos. I tried uploading another video before, but it got blocked. I'm trying to add in a little bit of fight footage before my commentary, and that's, it works out sometimes. Sometimes my videos get blocked, but whatever. I'm gonna have to try to figure something else out. But for right now, these videos are going to be commentary only. So this is a post-fight video, Richardson Hitchins versus Gustavo Lemos. Overall, it was a fun fight. I do have some complaints, but I'm gonna say this right now, okay? I'm fully aware that Hitchins is a young fighter, meaning this is only his 18th professional fight. So even though there's criticism coming, I do know that there's time to fix anything that we think is wrong, right? If he wants to fix it. But so before I go into the scorecards, because I know that's a hot topic, let's talk about the fight. So honestly, I thought that other than the holding, I thought the fight was really, really fun. Hitchins had his moments. He had moments, but those moments were far in between. And then in the meantime, I think he was taking unnecessary damage. In my prediction video, I thought that this was going to be a showcase fight. I seriously thought that Hitchins was going to go in there and he was going to pick him apart, and this was going to be a fight for the highlight reel. Maybe I underestimated Lemos, but to be honest, I gotta say that Lemos impressed me. His technique actually looked worse in this fight than it has before, but he landed some punches and he made it uncomfortable for Hitchins. I know that Hitchins is a defensive fighter. He's a defensive fighter. He likes to stick out the jab, and I feel like he started running out of options of what to do defensively, and that's why he started holding. And I don't like that. I think he needs to fix that. And something that he needs to do too is be a little bit more confident in his power. Because, here's the thing. One of the things there were two things that stopped Lemos from moving forward. Two things that stopped Lemos from moving forward. And that was Hitchins would hold on to him, and that would stop Lemos. Or it was when Hitchins punched him in the face, and Lemos was stopped in his tracks. Those were the two most effective strategies. And I think that if Hitchins would have done more of the punching to the face, he would have not just convinced the fans, but I think he could have stopped them. Because there were times where Hitchins would land, he would land a quick combination, and Lemos would just stop in his tracks. He would stop stepping forward, stop throwing punches. And, those were times where I noticed that Hitchins actually has power, but I don't think he's confident in it. Because he should have really showed out. He should have really, in those moments, he should have not stopped punching. Because what happens is that Lemos, when he would land a punch, he would not stop punching. He was doing what Hitchins was supposed to do. Another thing that I noticed was that in Hitchins' corner, they were giving him some really good advice. And one of the advice that I heard, one of the trainers, the advice I heard him give was he was telling Hitchins to go to the body. And that's something I had mentioned in my prediction video. I was like, I'd like to see Hitchins go to the body. I think if he goes to the body early, he'd be able to stop Lemos. And, pretty early on, his trainer told him, I need you to start going to the body more. And he was fully aware of what was going on, and the perception of what it could look like outside the ring. And he was telling Hitchins, I need you to throw more. You're letting him outwork you. And so Hitchins had the right corner. It wasn't the corner. The corner was giving him great advice. Hitchins just needs to apply that. If he would have applied that the way the corner wanted him to hustle in the ring, I think that, this fight, nobody would be arguing about the scorecards. Now, the 117, 111 scorecard, that shit was fucking ridiculous. But the other two scorecards, to me, in my opinion, I think just based on the type of fight this is, it doesn't really matter. Meaning, the way they fought, I really didn't see a winner. So, in my opinion, even if Hitchins would have lost this fight on the scorecards, I would still say this is a fight that they could both recover from. Potentially, they could even make this a rematch in the future. So I don't see this as a complete negative. I mean, we'll see how this goes, but to be honest, they both have stuff to fix. Lemos, I think he was a little bit too wild from the fight footage that I've seen before. I felt like Lemos was sloppier in this fight than he has been before, but it worked in his favor. I think that was something he was doing, throwing wild punches, things like that. I think he was doing that consciously. Like I think he chose to do that. But still, I mean, I think there were at times where his defense was just not there at all. He was just eating punches, jabs for no reason. And the jabs were coming from the same place. Like, it was coming right down the middle. And his guard was completely open. So there's a lot of things that Lemos needs to fix. Hitchins as well. So, I mean, hopefully he fixes them. Maybe we get to see a rematch. And we get to see this fight again. Or they move on. Whatever. This is early on in Hitchins' career, early enough to where people will forget about this, right? But I don't know how I feel about Hitchins right now in regards to him in the division. I don't necessarily think that he's the best matchup for Matias. I don't want to. I would rather see Hitchins fight someone else, because Matias is right now a hot name, and to be honest, I want to see Matias against another heavy hitter. That it would be awesome if it's Pitbull Cruz. But with the performance that I saw Hitchins, the way he fought, the way he was holding, I don't want him to see. Right now, I don't think he's ready for Matias, to be honest. Let me know, what do you guys think? How do you see him as far as the division of 140? How do you see him alongside the top guys? I don't see him as a threat for the top guys at 140 at the moment, but I think in a fight or two, he'll change my mind. But he's still talented. There's a lot he could do. But you guys let me know. How'd you see the fight? Did you have Hitchins winning or Lemos? This is Aztec 101 in the ring, and I'm out.